Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. I know that.
Aha!
Many of you are there.
Leviosa! You won't survive this, my young friend!
Accio!
I've been fighting since before you were...
Let me down! At once!
Insane.
How childish!
Leviosa! Accio!
Shadow!
Incendio!
Bring up squid! I'll bring you!
A miss! Accio!
Pity, not quite.
Protego!
Arrogant child!
Accio! Leviosa!
Pathetic.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. I know. How many of you are there?
Wondless, how nice of you to stop by. I don't think you know who you're dealing with. Where did they go?
Protego!
Your time is I should have been
Accio!
You enjoy suffering, do you?
Accio! Incendio! Accio! We won't stop. Leviosa!
Red Rock will lead us to victory!
Leviosa!
Are you quite finished? Run! What an unfortunate disappointment! You'd be better suited for gardening than for battle!
Leviosa!
No, that's embarrassing, isn't it? I shall have been. That was unimpressive. It's sad. Really, it is. That was pitiful. Is that the best you can do? When are you going to give up? An utterly pitiful display.
Incendio!
You won't get away with that.
Accio! Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. Could it be? How many of you are there? Leviosa! Accio! Incendio! Leviosa!
I won't rest.
Leviosa! Leviosa! Incendio!
What an unfortunate dinner!
Levioso!
Release!
Accio! Incendio!
I've been fighting since before you were born. That was meant for me.
Levioso! Incendio! That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards. Revelio. Revelio. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn. Accio!
How nice to see you, my young friend.
If you're here for my wares...
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my way.
Revelio. You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program, at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear you are up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you, and the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect?
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
Ah, hello. And how would one like to...
Hello.
Oh, come in. Come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an Aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the Ministry and I'm here, thriving. But look at you. Looking for a change, are we?
Why not, I say?
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, but you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can take...
What services do you offer?
What is it you might be interested in? You can stop by any time. What is it you might be interested in? You take care now, and I shall hope to see you soon.
sword like it.
Levioso! Levioso! Incendio!
I won't.
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Accio! Cursed fiends. Revelio. This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the...
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least Anne insisted that Jackdaw had an odd way to woo a girl. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on...
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust. and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. If you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are... Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment. That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. Do keep your wits about you.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no... such monsters.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of them.
If I had my... Cast Crucio on the lot of you!
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know at Hogwarts.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Who's there? Why torment me further?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madam Thistlewood, All right. I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. This looks intriguing. This must be the place Anne told me about.
Revelio.
No one's been here for ages. No. How did you do this, Jackdaw?
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, that's done something.
Accio.
You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind? A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Could it be?
Someone solved my puzzle after all these years. Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been travelling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Revelio. Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Levioso! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Incendio! Levioso!
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you... Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What?
I wondered, did you...
I did. I am a Why do you ask? I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have some... As for the students, well, although we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now, I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lect.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were,
Appearances can be deceiving. You see,
time itself. I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief.
Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Accio! Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing.
Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Levioso! Expelliarmus!
Still at it, I see.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Accio! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Protego! Expelliarmus!
That was it.
Levioso! Accio!
No, too hard.
Incendio!
Trite gymnastics won't save you. No! No.
Expelliarmus! Accio!
How dare you, little needle!
My bite is worse than my bite.
Accio! Accio! Expelliarmus!
You may want to.
Protego! Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
You don't want to try.
Expelliarmus!
Oh, this is getting fun!
Accio! Accio! Protego!
Stop flicking around like a billywig!
Levioso! Expelliarmus! It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Revelio.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Revelio.
Accio. Accio.